Good morning, everybody. Today is April 14th. Let's take a peek at what's on the menu for this week. If everybody would go into their homeroom section on Schoology to the week of April 13th through the 17th and click on today's date, which is Tuesday, April 14th. Inside, you will see that there are 3 documents that are all very important to this week and should be looked at before you start diving into any work. The first thing you're going to want to look at is our face-to-face meetings, and notice that that schedule has changed from last week. This week, we do not have any individual meetings. We will only be having office hours and live lessons. Notice that the office hours and the live lessons are extremely important. I would love to see more people attending the office hours. Now, some things I really want you thinking about for office hours. Office hours are open. That means that you can come on in whenever you have a question or something that you need to talk about, or maybe you want me to review with you. That 10:30 to 11:30 time is open, so you have to think about it as it being an office. So if you log in and using that WebEx code, the one that's up here at the top, 808-140-271, hasn't changed. It's the same one as last week. You're going to use that code. You're going to get into that WebEx, and you're going to notice that's my office. Now you got to pretend like it's an office. What would you do if somebody was in my office talking to me? Well, you would wait, right? So I would like you not to leave and take off, because otherwise I don't know that you're waiting on me. So once you come on into the office, just make sure that you're on mute, and also it would be really helpful if you turned your camera off so that we don't see you. But we definitely, I will get to you if I am already meeting with somebody, but please don't leave my office. Please stay there and hold for just a minute until I wrap up with the person I am meeting with, and then I will get to you as soon as I can. Notice the second option for face-to-face meetings this week are through the live lessons at 1 o'clock. I really am seeing a lot of success at that 1 o'clock time, so we're going to keep that for this week. Every day, we're going to focus on something different. So math, we're going to do a chapter 4 review for the 1 o'clock meeting. On Wednesday, we'll do sharing out of our data and observations from that virtual experiment, which is called Pulling Your Weight. So we're going to share out that data, and we're going to also talk about our observations, make some inferences with that. On Thursday, there will be a live meeting talking about the difference between summarizing, paraphrasing, and quoting. Really important to go, because noticing some of the work that we worked on last week, and also looking at our summaries from Samuel Adams, the Wonder Bubbles from a couple weeks ago. This looks like it's a need in our class. So it's really important that everybody attends these meetings at 1 o'clock. Lastly, on Friday will be an author's chair. I know you guys always love doing that in class, so I thought we would do a live author's chair on Friday. If you would like to share out on Friday, I would love for you to send me a Schoology message letting me know that you'd like to share out during that time. Even if you don't share out your real-time journal entry, you're just going to choose one real-time journal entry. That's all. Something that you're proud of, or you think you did a really nice job on, and you want to share with the rest of the class. And then you're going to do that during that author's chair. Now, if you don't feel like you want to share, but you want to listen, that's okay too. Both, everybody is welcome on that Friday. So, like I said, this is a schedule for the week just for face-to-face meetings, those live WebEx meetings. Let's go back into the folder for April 14th. The next thing that you're going to see is you're going to see a week at a glance. This is also very important. This is an opportunity to see, hey, what's coming up? What's going to be on the agenda for the entire week? Now, you got to remember, this is just an overview of the week for those of you that like to look ahead, but take note that those specific directions are not going to be found on this page. This is just kind of a look ahead, so you kind of know what are we going to be doing this whole entire week. In math, you're going to notice that we're going to do the chapter 4 review. Then we're going to actually take the assessment tomorrow, which is important so that you can study for that. Thursday and Friday. Thursday is more of an intro to chapter 5. We're going to start multiplying and dividing fractions. Note this week in reading, really awesome. Back to the Wonder Bubble. You guys love doing that. I loved seeing your Wonder Bubbles. So again, reading will be heavily focused on those Wonder Bubbles. A couple days to research, take notes, a day, to create that Wonder Bubble, and also to write that summary. You're going to continue doing your journal entries for the week, a minimum of 3 journal entries. We are going to continue on with Woods Runners. So we've got chapters 5, 6, and 7 this week and an assessment on Friday. In science, today is going to be a virtual lab. That pulling your weight, you had an opportunity to explore last week. We're actually going to collect the data today, and then we're going to do a different activity on Thursday of this week. Then social studies, we have such an exciting new project for you called the Road to Revolution, which I will explain shortly here. But just know that is this week as well. And then just for your convenience, I put all the office hours and the live meetings on this week in a glance too, so that you can kind of take a peek at that one document. Now there's one more document, and that is your daily planner. And Tuesday, so we're going to take a peek at that daily planner. And what do we have on the agenda just for today? Pretty big, pretty hefty day, boys and girls. So I want you to make sure, if you're getting frustrated with anything, like I said, send me a message. Come to those office hours. They're so important, because today and the rest of this week is very meaty. And by that, I mean you have a lot of tasks to complete, and I don't want you to get behind. So for today in math, go to that direction page in the week of April 13th through 17th, click on April 14th, and you're going to see that we have a chapter 4 review. I want you to complete that review before the live 1 p.m. WebEx meeting. We will review for the test tomorrow. We're going to start, like I said, that new Wonder Bubble. Who were the Loyalists and the Patriots? What you'll do is, instead of listening to me here, I have created a Wonder Bubble directional video. So please watch that directional video. The Wonder Bubble, again, you're going to pace yourself, and you're going to work on this all week. Continue to do your journal entries, your real-time journal. Please don't forget to upload your personal into your personal discussion thread. That's very important. For Woods Runner, we're just focusing on chapter 5 for this week, or for today. If you would prefer to listen to chapter 5, you can click here. It's also part in your directions in Schoology, and you know where to find that, right? In the Schoology course. You're going to look in the reading course, Woods Runner, go to that April 13th through 17th folder, and click on chapter 5, and the directions will also be there for you. Social studies, so important. You just need to watch the instructional video that Mr. Sowards put together. There is nothing for you to do today. You are just to watch the video so that you kind of know what's coming. In science, you're going to continue on and collect that data from the virtual experiment, pulling your weight, that we explored last week. In Flipgrid today, just for your quick check-in this morning, I would love for you to answer just something fun. I need fun right now, and I hope you guys do too. So I know just from being inside, we could all use a good story. So what better than telling about your best injury that you've had since you've been quarantined? If you haven't really hurt yourself since quarantine, maybe you just tell us what's your best injury you've ever had, and give us that story. We'd love to hear about it, just for some extra fun. Again, at the bottom, I have our meeting hours, our face-to-face meeting, and then you're going to notice, super important, just another explanation about those announcements, or about the office hours. And don't forget that office hours are always optional, but the live WebEx meetings this week, they are not optional. It's important that you join us in every live WebEx meeting at 1 o'clock. Reminder that this is how I take attendance. I'm taking attendance when you log into Flipgrid, when you turn your work into Schoology, and when you join me in those live WebEx meetings or during my office hours. All of this is opportunities for me to take attendance. This is a reminder that also I've heard more on the side of, hey, Mrs. Olson, not enough work. Okay, well, I want to remind you that the district has given me strict guidelines that we are only to be spending an hour on math a day, an hour on reading, and 20 minutes on either social studies or science a day. If you add that all up, that's 2 hours and 20 minutes a day, boys and girls. So we should not be spending more than that on schoolwork, and that is actually the directions given by my principal. So those of you that are needing things extra to do, there are so many fun extra things to do, boys and girls, and even if you wanted to spend more time on your Wonder Bubble, or maybe you want to continue working on this new Road to the Revolution project and put some more time into that. Those are some options that I would suggest working on this week. Otherwise, that is all I have for you as you continue today looking through the Schoology folders. Don't forget to read the direction page first in each Schoology course, because this is your guide. This is how you know what to do for each course. Good luck today, and I will see you at 1 o'clock.